Good evening, it's Monday, May 20th. This is a Public Welfare Subcommittee meeting. I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Councilor Brooks?
Present.
Councilor Morales?
Present.
Councilor Mack?
Present. Is anybody recording this evening's meeting? First on the agenda is the reading and approval of the minutes of our March 26, 2024 and April 30th, 2024 meetings.
Make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes and accept them as presented. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Item 11276, an ordinance to amend Section 4 of Chapter 182 of the Code of the City of Gardner, therefore entitled Zoning Board of Appeals, to increase the number of members from 3 to 5. Mayor Nicholson.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. This is something that came as a result, as I've said several times, of me asking the department heads of the different boards and commissions to review the different enabling ordinances that go towards those boards and commissions and see if there's any updating that needs to be done to either improve efficiencies or effectiveness of those boards and committees that have in their enabling statutes, but also in the ordinances that control their oversight and the authority that they operate under. This came as a result of the reviews that have been done. Under the general laws of the Commonwealth, a zoning board may be at minimum 3 members, at most 7 members. If you are at 3 members, then all votes for most aspects have to be unanimous votes because the state statute says it has to be a 3-vote threshold. There are certain types of general variances or other different special permits that would require just a 2 out of 3 vote. However, the good portion of the votes they take do have to be unanimous votes because, again, the statute says at minimum 3 votes in that threshold. So there's quorum issues under the current system. There's vote thresholds under the current systems. That goes for both the regular meetings that they have, the reviews that they undertake. There's certain things that the commissioner can talk about in a more detailed manner, but this would simply bring the membership up from 3 members appointed by the mayor, confirmed by the city council, to 5 members appointed by the mayor, confirmed by the city council. There's also an additional thing in there that up to 4 of them must be a Gardner resident. The 5th could be a Gardner resident, but doesn't have to be, just to open up the applicant pool that we have. We do have a couple of members who have expressed interest in the ZBA in the past. If this passes, we'd be reaching out to the 6 of them to see if they'd be interested in these positions. But it's one of those things that, again, we just are looking to make things more efficient, business friendly, and really help grow Gardner here too. Because if it's one of those things that, you know, one person isn't able to make a meeting, or you know, there's certain interests involved in certain ways, that having unanimous votes on almost everything really does hinder the progress of the city, or at least delay processes to a point where you just need to make a decision finally and just move forward. So this isn't a criticism of the current members of the ZBA, who do a great job with the caseload that they have, but as Gardner has grown, so has their caseload of items that are before them. So looking to continue to make things just more efficient and effective here in Gardner. And I'm sure the commissioner can talk more on these matters as well. He is the one who suggested this change.
Okay, Commissioner.
Thank you, Councilors, Madam Chair. As I had written in my my initial proposal for the zoning board was the way it's written by me initially is a board of 5 individuals. 4 must be residents of the city of Gardner, and to expand on what the mayor said, 1 may not be. And what that does is it gives us the option to potentially look at an individual that may be a local business owner, may have grown up in the city, may have a vested interest in the city, but may live just outside of the city limits. Obviously, we would look in the immediate area. The goal, hopefully, and as we have had some interest, the majority of the folks are city residents. A 3-member board is an outdated board. 3 members require a unanimous decision in the vast majority of our cases. In my ordinance here, I miswrote this, but a 5-member board would give us the opportunity to have a 2/3 vote. What that does is it allows a board member to vote their conscience and not particularly or potentially stop a project from going forward. As Gardner has grown over the years, we're seeing far more complex cases come before the board than we ever have in the past. Ideally, this would open us up to looking at other building officials, other health officials, other individuals in the immediate area that have a different perspective and different areas of expertise that would allow us to move the city forward as we're growing.
I'd say around 225 of the 351 communities in Massachusetts have a 5-member versus a 3-member board. So we're in the large minority on that one. Additionally, as listed in my cover letter to the council, there's a difference between the enabling ordinances that create a board and the ordinances in which that board has oversight and authority over. The enabling ordinance of the Zoning Board of Appeals is a general ordinance, not a zoning ordinance. So that falls under the general legislation category of the city code. That means it's just a simple, there's no vote threshold other than majority vote of the city council to get this through on the 2 different votes it takes to send this to printing if it's passed by the city council. It doesn't have to go through the hearing process and the other processes that come with the zoning ordinance because this is in the general ordinance code, not in the zoning chapter of the code with 675. This is under actually the planning board, since the zoning board of appeals the decisions of the determinations made by the planning board or the zoning ordinances adopted by the city council with recommendation of the planning board. So it actually falls under the planning board chapter of the city ordinances.
Thank you. Questions?
With the 2/3 vote, so we need 4 out of 5 would be the threshold going forward.
We would. We need 4 to 5. We do also have we have 1 alternate, so
Okay.
we would look at trying to secure a second alternate position.
Okay, and then obviously, I see with the unanimous decisions, any conflict of interest on the board suddenly torpedoes the decision-making process. I don't know how is that even handled now at this point?
So what winds up happening is if there happens to be a conflict or a potential conflict of interest, one of the board members will have to step down, an alternate will have to step in and take their place on that specific case. One of the issues that arises from requiring to have a unanimous vote is if everybody is not sold on the project or whatever it may be, it causes continuances of cases, which could turn a 2-month process into a 3 or a 4-month process, which depending on the particular case, that can be quite detrimental to somebody.
Thank you.
Especially when you have attorney's fees and other things involved, and businesses could come in and then just leave because of the harder process that's there. So it's one of those things we're just trying to make Gardner more open and accessible to new businesses and new residents looking to come here.
Councilor Brooks?
Yep, so I believe that right now we have 3 members and 2 alternates.
Yes, we are funded for 2 alternates, but we only have 1 appointed currently.
So with 5, we would still have those 2 alternates?
Yeah.
Correct.
Because if any one of the 5 steps out, you still want to have a 5-member board to stay?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
wouldn't
sir.
go down to 4 or 3?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What it does is it adds that safety net that both a member of the board and the 2 alternates can't make it. We can still actually have a meeting where right now we couldn't.
Right. Okay.
I just personally think that there's a huge advantage just because the amount of growth that's occurring in the city. And also, I mean, I think we have to realize some of the members of the ZBA have been on there for decades, and we need to get new members there to start learning the process, and bringing on people with different talents and experiences is always an advantage. I think it's a great suggestion, and I watch a lot of the ZBA meetings, and they do a fabulous job, and their agenda is always full, but it makes make things run more smoothly for them in the process for those who are seeking out their permits and appeals.
I move to recommend passage of the amendment to the full council.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll entertain a moment to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to
Second?
adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.